Yeah, that's better. You can get it. Marvelous.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the channel, y'all, and look. If you think Gum Gum Giant should not be banned, you're a fucking idiot.
Are you high or just incredibly stupid?
It is time to talk about the problem child in the room, and that is none other than Gum Gum Giant. Yes, you heard me right. Gum Gum Giant has literally been fucking everybody's bitch since OP11. That's the trailer you guys are watching on the screen now. This is OP11. This is the set Gum Gum Giant actually came out in, and that's a fact, not an opinion. Look, OP11 just came out, and I've been telling you guys for like the past 2 sets that once OP11 comes out, the game is ruined.
You ruined everything. Everything!
The game is going to be ruined, and now all the facts are starting to come in. Let's go ahead and take a look on the screen at the 2 most recent sim meta reports. When you guys look at both the left and also the right, we have 4 purple Gum Gum Giant abusing decks in the meta, which is crazy. It's almost like I told you this was going to happen. Now, since the meta has been figured out, now the meta has been solved. Everybody is starting to get on the same shit I was saying. These decks, there's a problem, and the problem behind all of this is the card you guys see zooming in on the screen right now, none other than Gum Gum Giant, and that is a fact, not an opinion.
The game is broken! I'm losing every single game! Again!
You know what's also crazy to me the most is that we're still looking at the stats because we just can't, you know, put our mind around that 4 purple decks are actually the meta. It almost seems like any deck that plays Gum Gum Giant is a pretty much a meta contender. Just like a purple black Luffy all of a sudden is cutting out the woodwork just because of the little bit of buff that it probably got in the structure deck. You know, it's the craziest thing because we have some things we're gonna go over. This might be a 10 to 15-minute video. We have some things to go over, but nonetheless, before we start, what I'm going to tell you guys is this: where is all the ban hate for Gum Gum Giant? But Gum Gum Giant is still zooming up on the screen. Why is there no hate for this card? Because when Gecko Moria, okay, when everybody's bitching about Gecko Moria, there was only 2 decks, and one of them was the hardest deck, and it's still the hardest deck to play. So where's all the hate for Gum Gum Giant compared to Gecko Moria? Because what it almost seems like, what it almost sounds like, is that we just have a whole bunch of people that's just trash at card games. That's what it really is. Y'all want to play the most easiest and brain dead GOAT Yu-Gi-Oh type of game style. You know, send a big monster, sit there and wait. Play a big monster, sit there and wait. Play a big monster, sit there and wait until you attack. It's almost like you guys want to play old school fashioned Yu-Gi-Oh, which is insane.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
It just tells me you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, it's the reason why every meta is wrong, and it also makes sense on what decks you guys want good. The West wants brain deck decks to be good, such as ด๊auphFlamingo, such as every single purple deck, because nobody's bitching about it. But let there be a hard deck come out here and hit the streets like BY Luffy using Gecko Moria. All of a sudden, people's panties and bras are in the air, charge me with pitchforks and fires, you know, throwing bombs at me. I mean, this shit is crazy. It's crazy.
You're crazy. I'm not. No, I'm not.
So look, I already done enough ranting. All I gotta say is the fact that I'm not seeing a lot of people complain about Gum Gum Giant just shows you the This shows you the skill level and the mentality of all these One Piece card game players, just like ด๊auphFlamingo. None of you guys wanted ด๊auphFlamingo hit because it's so easy to play. Now all of a sudden you guys don't want your purple decks. It's actually cringe, bro. You guys are so fucking dog shit trash, I tell you. Anything that requires you to think, oh no, ban it. Wanna know why you banned it? You banned it because you can't play it. It's not because it's good, because you don't know how to play and you're tired of losing to it. Let's go to get straight into some of the things we see on the screen right now. The first thing we have is the Reddit post. We're going to be going over this, but the first thing that I am going to talk about is not this ďuu่ ban needs to be banned. This is posted 22 hours ago. We're going to read all of this, and it has 617 likes. Let's go ahead and go over, you know, my initial poll, because before this came out 2 weeks ago, it says, seems like everyone in the West is already sick and tired of jourduu่ and it's not even out yet. How you feel about it, gang? And then we have 47% of people saying it's fine, and we have 53%, and this isn't even the problem. It just shows me how lower level thinkers a lot of you people that play card games are. We could tell you guys didn't come from Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic. We could tell you must be Pokemon players or something. Let's go and just read some of these comments. Just look at this. Some of these comments that some of you guys are saying, how about let people play and learn the fundamental game mechanic and build against it? Well, I mean, you guys just saw this, the sim reports clearly building against it ain't working if it's still 4 of them in the top. It's not even just jourduu่. This is a purple problem. This is a purple problem. There's 4 purple decks at the top. So that was a terrible take. Let's go ahead and see it. It's not the leader, it's the Sanji. It's not the Sanji. Might as well being RP Lawback. We might as well at this point. Let's just see. ďuu่ ban. So we have a higher level thinker right here in Prince D Persia. He said to ban the you know, ban the ďuu่. Everybody's saying for Sanji. Clearly it's not Sanji. There's 4 other purple decks here. So the Sanji takes are also, you know, aging like milk right now. Look at this. I feel like there are counters. There is no counter. We're in a tier 0 format with purple. It's either you play purple or you play something that counters. That's bullshit. If you guys think that's how a meta should be, you guys probably shouldn't be playing card games, and it's also obvious you guys never played card games before. Let's see. Don't you worry. Everything is fine. Jindae and Kingdom Come and Kingdom Come are banned. Game is saved. I know that. What happened to that? What happened to that? Jinbei and Kingdom Come is banned. Everything is saved. What happened to that? It just shows you how lower level thinkers we have, how many lower level thinkers we have in this game. And then here's another comment right here. I think they're just crying out like a baby. Most of the hate comes from what we've seen in Asia. Well, clearly it is transitioned to what's going on in the West. It's almost like we know what the fuck we're talking about. I feel like we have a back and forth with a lot of people in this community, because a lot of people in the community, some of us come from different card games, you know, actual real, you know, card games that make you think, like Yu-Gi-Oh with the chain links and Magic. And then we have Pokemon players, people I ain't never played before. We could definitely tell, and we could definitely tell by the mentality. Okay, look, veteran card players can see when there's a problem, and this is a problem. Bam, ďuu่. Look, higher level thinker comment. Make more OP leader cards. No, as RG Smoker. Okay, let's, as you guys can see, you see the gist of it. Okay, you see the gist of it. The West sucks at card games anyways. Why does it matter what they think? Well, I mean, I don't look, Moss, I don't blame you for thinking that, but this is literally the East. This is literally the East. So now, since we showed you guys all the bad takes, because a lot of you guys swear you know what you're talking about, and you really sound like a fucking idiot. Now let's go into the post that has 617 likes in less than 24 hours. This is the reason why we didn't make a medicine report. We have this to talk about. Okay, so ďuu่ needs to be banned by Inspired. The game revolves around this one card in a way that is indisputable. Every purple something Luffy is considered a top deck in the meta at the moment. The stats don't lie. It's almost like I've been telling you guys this. I've been telling you guys this. Why don't you guys just listen to what I'm telling y'all? That's what I'm saying. Why, how come nobody wants to listen to what I'm telling y'all? Oh, you don't go to tournaments. I don't need to go to tournaments to know how a card game works. Going to tournaments just means you're gonna win something. I don't need to win nothing, okay? I don't need to win nothing to sound correct, okay? You have people go to these tournaments and they sound like fucking idiots telling you guys false shit where I don't go to tournaments and I'm right about every single meta. Just shows you who's on the higher level right here. PB, GP, UP, Luffy are all capable of winning major tournaments. The one consistent element that pushes the decks to such heights. ďuu่. Purple is meant to be one size fit all Swiss Army knife color. It emulates other colors core mechanics by manipulating dawn to sometimes doing even weirder shit. The color as a whole relies heavily on having a large quantity of dawn to gain powerful abilities. It's conceptually very cool because it's not supposed to be wholly consistent. It's meant to be a high risk, high reward in-game powerhouse. This is how the deck's going to look. This is how the deck was supposed to be, but since we have so many lower level thinkers in this card game, Bandai saw.
Okay, we have just a whole bunch of fucking idiots out here in the West. Clearly, the deck is broken. We have our game testers. We play with all the pros in the East. The deck is cooking. The West just can't seem to figure it out. So let's go ahead and print the toddler leader and ゥуⱠⱠ and you know, the pacifier card and Gum Giant. Hopefully they start, you know, hopefully they start playing purple at this point. We're completely going to skip the ban for Gum Giant because the West just needs to figure it out. We have to hold their hand to play this color that's already pretty good, and the East has already shown the top of this deck already time and time again before Gum Giant even came around.
Get the camera off my face. I'll take this cantaloupe.
Oh no! Oh, Dan, don't make him cry.
That's terrible.
Let's go ahead and keep on going. Mono purple Luffy is one of the best iterations of an archetype in my opinion. Gum Giant breaks this rule, transform a seemingly inconsistent archetype into a blown massacre of AC tier decks. Facts, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Gum Giant gives you a counter hand replacement and cycle all of one Don, and you can play multiple from hand during one turn. It effectively can negate any attack in a normal damage threshold that most decks. It's not a scaling card as many people purple mains will have you believe. That's because these purple mains are all ΔoFlamingo's mains. These are the people, if you take them to Yu-Gi-Oh, they will get their shit pushed in. Okay? I'm getting tired of all this. When we actually have a skill expression deck with Gecko Moria and Black with B.I. Luffy, and even Lucci was pretty difficult to use back in the day when, well, after the lobby ban, people did not like the fact that you actually had to think. They just want you to play one card, bring out 2 more cards, and yep, this is my deck, and this shows with ΔoFlamingo, and now it's showing in purple Luffy. I'm going to be the only motherfucker to call this out because, like I said, we have a whole bunch of idiots that's never played card games before. It is capable of completely negating any aggression during any point of the game. Do you need to make an efficient trade to restabilize the board? Okay, he has 3 cards in hand and 1 Don up. I'm going to swing 9k into his 7k leader. That way he needs 2k and 1k counter and counter out. Play GG and recycles hand, ending with 3 cards again. Same as before, we swing with 9k into 7k, 2k, 1k. In this scenario, if we had any event that gave 4k that isn't Gum Giant, like Blast Breath, he needs to have 2k and 1k in hand prior to combat, and then he either loses the 7k character or the 0 cards in hand. Gum Giant guarantees that they not only save the card but draw the next 2 from their deck, especially cycling bricks and allowing them to search for more counter to use on a counter on a similar attack. Additionally, they possibly save 1 card after the combat. It makes a simple counter event and counter interaction far more complex and impractical for non-purple Luffy players. The only viable response to these purple decks is full glass cannon aggro. Bello Betty is the only consistent counter that beats UP Luffy, GP Luffy, and PP Luffy. It has an 85% win rate into UP Luffy, which proves that the front end damage is more practical when dealing with GG users. So this is completely correct. If you try to go the long game with any purple Luffy deck, you're gonna get your bitch fucked. That's just what it is. No problem. Why we just all play Bello Betty and Zoro, call it a day. And this is why I say we're in a tier 0 format. This is why I said everybody's gonna quit this game. Everybody's gonna quit this game. Listen to me, for all you you SpongeBob thinkers, your Patrick Star under the rock thinkers, if this continues, this game is going to be dead by the time August comes.
Hey, Patrick.
What?
I thought of something funnier than 24.
Let me hear it.
25.
That's enough!
We should not be playing 4 purple decks and then playing 3 or 4 other decks that counters the only one main color. That's fucking, even when black was the best, there was only 2 decks that was really spinning, which was Lucci and B.Y. Luffy, and B.Y. Luffy is the hardest deck in the game to play, so nobody really played that shit except for the higher level thinkers, the best players in the world. Let's go ahead and continue. Now that Buggy has entered the scene as a top contender for aggro decks, and control decks like Lucci, the purple Luffys can effectively do whatever they want with no recourse. I thought Buggy was the counter counter. I thought Buggy, hold on. Let's go right here. Hold on. I thought Buggy was the counter. Let's go on. I thought Buggy was the counter. This was the counter right here. So let's see. No, this actually isn't it. Hold on. Actually, I might just we're not gonna make a cut because I feel like trolling right now. Here it is. Been getting word on the street. I thought Buggy was the counter. I believe Buggy is good. I mean, look at all these comments talking up Buggy. And here we have another higher level thinker right here now that Buggy has entered the scene as a top counter for aggro decks and control decks like Lucci. So Buggy doesn't counter UP Luffy. So where the fuck did this come from? Where did Buggy come in to where counter UP Luffy when it really just counters aggro? And that's what I'm saying. People don't know what the fuck they're talking about. The purple Luffy's can effectively do whatever they want with no recourse. Buggy counters these decks the same way Bello counters UP Luffy. That's not true because everybody told me Buggy counters UP Luffy. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck are you guys talking about? It's not even close alongside this. Most purple Luffy decks do extremely well into Buggy. Wow! Most purple decks do extremely well into Buggy when you guys told me Buggy was a killer. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm fucking telling you who can't counter 7K swings effectively and mostly succeeds on odd Don curves. Buggy is now a floodgate that holds back every counter to top decks, creating an extremely toxic competitive scene. And this is why I said everybody is going to be quitting this game. Most reasons why Gum Giant is bad for the game. Its leader locked to Straw Hats. It's the most powerful event card ever printed. UP Luffy is already a powerful, and Gum Giant makes it broken. Artificially lowers the skill ceiling of decks. I'm telling you, haven't you guys not seen this over and over again? Doflamingo, easy ass deck. Purple decks, easy ass deck. We have a whole bunch of Pokemon players in this card game. This shit is terrible. They would never last a day in Yu-Gi-Oh! or Magic, and that's a fact, not an opinion. Inflates the market for purple decks, makes a toxic new player experience. It's boring, okay? It's boring. The fact that he just listed all these and you just, oh wait, hold on. It says, couldn't agree, and it's the most valid point unironically. Facts, it is boring. It's boring. So look. We've been recording this for like 14-15 minutes. It's boring. I feel like the only situation Go-Go is fun to play with is UP Luffy Sanji Lin manipulation turn as you're playing around one Don up. That's only kicking up a tiny bit of the dopamine at this point. It's a brain dead card that was only sold to Finch. Crutch for a deck. Crutch because we have a whole bunch of either first time players or Pokemon players. I'm talking about shit. Because I can tell it's almost sad. That I can even say all this. I never even went to a tournament, so how am I always right? How am I always knowing what the fuck is going on? It just shows you, I mean, something ain't right, something don't sound right. If they don't ban it, luckily in OP12 Green has an event that has a Hody Joan effect. Yes, that event will be really strong. GP Luffy make it Gum Giant still broken. Facts. Green has Hody. I think the rise of Buggy is really important point that a lot of people are overlooking. You perfectly articulated why, but I thought Buggy was the counter to UP Luffy. I thought Buggy was going to fuck all these purple decks, bitch. What the fuck happened? I mean, and this is the reason why you guys need to be tapping. A lot of people don't know how I talk and whatever the case may be, but I'm never gonna change because I keep being right. The moment I am wrong, I will stop talking my shit, but I've been right for over a year at this point. I was headed to say ban Gum Giant a while because it did seem reactionary, but I think it really needs to go now. It's no wonder there's like 5 different Luffys in the meta. Oh my gosh, it's almost like we are right. I have been calling this for the past 3 to 4 months. I've seen it in the East. The game is ruined, and the only people covering and preaching that Gum Giant or anything purple doesn't be banned because they are Pokemon players. These are not people that need to think like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic. These are low skill ceiling players. You take away their broken shit, they're back on table 500 eating corn nuts with their icy Slurpee from 7-11.
There's a 7-Eleven see some machine. I don't know if it's the exact one I'm looking for. How do we get a cup, man? Where do you get the cups from? Oh, they're right here. Finally, dude. Blue Cotton Candy or Neon Rush?
That's exactly what the hell they're doing. I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm getting really tired of shit. All these people you guys praise, they're always wrong every meta. Every time they say anything, they're fucking wrong. But here I am, never been to a tournament, but we're always right over here. We're gonna keep on letting these comments go. I'm not gonna read or say anything else because it's just all saying the same thing. Only in Western formats. Eastern formats haven't restricted a card yet. No, well, hold on. We're gonna stop right here. I don't know why only in Western formats, Eastern formats haven't restricted anything, because look, Bandai, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, they know the West has money. We have money. We are the most profitable country in the world, so it only makes sense as a company, because this is what card games really are. It's really all about money. Y'all be thinking about balance. Games are never balanced. It's all about fucking money. Just look at Nintendo raising the Mario games to 80 and all these things getting straight. It's all about fucking money. I don't know where you guys, and there's no difference in this card game. It's all about fucking money. The reason why they did not hit anything in any of these decks, because they want the West, the most profitable and richest country, one of the richest countries in the world. I wouldn't say richest, it's the country that spends the most. That's what it really is. The country that spends the most. They want us to buy all the fucking product. That's the reason why Gum Gum Giant didn't get hit. That is the only reason. And it's crazy how you said only in Western formats. It's because Bandai knows motherfuckers over here, we're gonna take that credit card and run they shit up and not give two fucks about it. It's actually crazy. But yeah, that's all I got. If they don't ban it, give me Kingdom Come back for yellow, and give me Gecko Moria back. Give me Gecko Moria back, because this shit's OD. When black was popping off, there was only 2 good decks, and now all of a sudden we have, look, purple is doubling the amount of black decks there were. So that goes to show how many lower level thinkers we have. If you think PB, Luffy, all these purple decks should not be hit, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. That's all it is. You're a fucking idiot. Go back to Pokemon, or just go play checkers or something, okay? This is chess, not checkers, nigga. This is chess, not checkers. Go play checkers or something. This is all I gotta say, man. I had to make this video. This is the reason why we didn't make the sim report, because you know, I'm just getting tired of all these bad takes. That's all I got. That's all I got. Tell me below what you guys think and how you guys feel about this situation, because once again, I have been calling this out for months. Everybody said wait till the meta comes out. Everybody said I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Everybody said, oh, you're just rage baiting, and time again, it's coming full circle. It's coming fucking full circle. It's coming full circle. Don't ever say anything about anything of what these higher level delinquents and me say about this game ever again, okay? Because everybody else knows what the fuck they're talking about. Look, that's all I got. Tell me what you guys think below. And yeah, that's all I got. But look, before I go, if you're still on the vibes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll go.